left your coat again just to come back. Said you forgot, but it's your favorite trap. You talk like nothing's wrong, but your silence shouts. I smiled and let it slide, like I had no doubts. My friends all told me they saw through the play, but I kept hoping you'd mean what you say. If you wanted out, you could have just said, instead of loving me halfway in your head. You wrote the ending before we began, but I still held on like some foolish fan. You knew it all along, didn't you? Whoa, whoa. I cleaned the mess while you lit the spark. Kept finding flowers that bloomed in the dark. I sang your praises while you kept score. Turns out your truth was just metaphor. The mirror cracked, but I stayed in the frame. Guess I got tired of playing your game. If you wanted out, you could have just said, instead of loving me halfway in your head. You wrote the ending before we began, but I still held on like some foolish fan. You knew it all along, didn't you? Now your coat's still here, and so is the light, but I won't be home when you swing by. Oh, oh. I walk by that place we used to know, where the window cracked but let it glow. I told myself it's just a street, but my heart still stumbles on that beat. I've thrown out frames, I've changed my phone, but some ghosts don't leave you alone. I forgot to forget you yesterday. Thought I was fine till your song played. I laughed too loud, then bit my lip. Still drink my tea the way you'd sip. I swear I'm fine, just slip, that's it. I forgot to forget, just for a bit. I rewrote stories where you don't show, but every plot still feels hollow. I sing new names, I say I'm healed, but some cracks beg to stay unsealed. I lie to friends with practice grace, but truth still waits in empty space. I forgot to forget you yesterday. Called someone else by your name. I blame the moon, I blame the rain, but some good I swear I've moved on, but not just yet. I forgot to forget, and still regret. So if I smile and say I'm okay, just know some names don't fade away. You said let's talk and then you disappeared, like a ghost with perfect timing engineered. I typed the truth and held my breath, but all I got was quiet death. Three little dots, they blink then fade, like promises we never made. I was left on red, like I didn't count, like my words were just noise you tuned out. You built a wall and named it space, while I stood still in our last place. You never said goodbye, just left me red. You still post quotes like you're the one in pain. Funny how the guilty never explain. I could reply, but what's the use? Truth sounds cheap when it's no longer news. Your silence speaks in lowercase, like love that vanished without a trace. I was left on red, like a final scene, but no credits rolled, no in between. You vanished soft like morning fog, now talk alone to an empty log. You never said goodbye, just left me red. I saved our chat just to forget, but every word still holds regret. Woke up past noon with the TV on, cartoons still playing, the news long gone. Bills in a pile, shoes by the door. I swore I'd change, I've said that before. My phone keeps buzzing with grown-up things, but I keep chasing childhood wings. I'm almost grown, but not quite there. Still folding dreams like paper air. I've got a type, but not the heart to play the part they call adult art. I'm almost grown, just not today. I skip the calls, I dodge the plans. I talk in memes they don't understand. I drink cheap wine from a coffee cup, then laugh alone till the screen lights up. They say it's time I pick a lane, but I still sing in summer rain. I'm almost grown, but not quite there. Still scribbling hope in midnight air. I own a desk, but still I hide behind the mess I call my pride. I'm almost grown, just not coffee burns in the corner store. Same old man sweeping the floor. Kids all dream of getting out, but dreams fade slow when rent runs out. I trace the cracks along my street like maps to places I won't meet. I'm still under the same street light, same worn shoes, same silent fight. Waved goodbye 100 times, but never made it past the signs. Guess I live in almost my Jawboards blank by the laundromat, hopes hung up with clothes out back. They say the world's just one step wide, but all I see is the other side. I've packed my bag in every song, but stayed right here, sing along. I'm still under the same street light, same loud thoughts I mute at night. Wrote a list of places new, but this town's got tighter glue. Guess I live in almost my maybe someday I'll be gone, but for now the porch lights die warm. I'm still under the same street light, same worn shoes, same silent fight. Waved goodbye 100 times, but never made it past the signs. Guess I live in most my You swore the swing would take us high, past the fence up to the sky. A flashlight turned into a moon. We thought the night would end too soon. We carved our names in crooked lines, said we'd remember all the time. But where'd you go when the stars fell out? The yard got quiet, the lights burned out. You promised me we'd never change, but time's a thief with perfect aim. I still wait where dreams once are, under faded backyard stars. My shoebox still holds silly gold, like ticket stubs and truths we told. Your voice is now a softer sound, a ghost in towns you never found. You said we'd laugh at growing old, So where'd you go when the stars fell out? The swing still creaks, the tree leans south. I call your name in quiet air, but echoes say you're not back there. I still sit where we once were, under faded backyard stars. If you remember, write me soon. I'm still here beneath our moon. I said goodnight to my screen today, hoping someone real might feel that way. I asked the clouds if they still care, but all I get is static air. I tell the app I'm feeling low, it sends a heart I'll never know. I'm typing to no one, hitting send to lines that don't begin or end. A digital face says you're not alone, but silence fills this offline home. Yeah, I'm still typing to no one. I get advice from blinking bots. They quote me things that love forgot. I scroll through joy like window panes, but none of it remembers names. I tell a voice I'm doing fine, it echoes back in perfect time. I'm typing to no one, hitting send to thoughts I'm too afraid to bend. I share my soul with phantom hands, but never asked to understand. Yeah, I'm still typing to no one. And maybe it's enough for now. A screen that listens anyhow. You stood 3 feet from where I was, in a lobby full of tied applause. Pressed the button like you meant goodbye. Didn't even blink or ask me why. Same billing, same 9 to 5. Different hearts just to survive. You look at me like elevator eyes. No up, no down, just quiet goodbyes. We used to talk like storms and rain. Now small talk barely hides the pain. You look at me like share a ride, don't share a word. Your silence stings more if you curse. You check your phone, I fake a call. Two lives that miss the same turn. Oh, the floors keep changing, but not our fate. Stuck between too soon and too late. You look at me like elevator eyes. No floors to reach, no last replies. We used to dance through traffic lights. Now we just nod in dimming lights. You look at me like the world implies. With silent, tired elevator eyes. And when you leave, you never turn. Just doors that close and lessons learned. Had a song I wrote at 17 about a stage and silver screens. Taped it to my bedroom wall. Now the ink is faint, the paper small. They said go big or you'll regret, but quiet dreams are a safer bet. So I let it go, the dream I didn't chase. Folded in neat, put it in a case. Said maybe someday, one too many times. Now I hum it soft between the lines. Not every fire needs to blaze. That was the dream I didn't chase. Found a job that pays on time. Smile enough to keep the line. I draft new plans on Monday nights, then delete them all before the light. I still pretend I'm on my way while parking in the same old bay. So I let it go, the dream I didn't chase. Hung up the shoes, cleared out the space. Told myself I've grown too wise to build a life on lullabies. Not every bird leaves the cage. That was the dream I didn't chase. And if you ask, I'll smile and say, some dreams are fine to throw away. Shoes by the door, untouched for days. memory still hangs in its old place. I swear I heard your pause last night, but maybe grief just talks in spite. I still leave space on the left side bed. Still catch my breath where you once tread. Your bowl still full, your toys still out. I can't quite throw your things about. You ran ahead without a sound. Now every wall feels lost, unbound. Your bowl still full, like time stood still. The mailman asked if you're okay. I forced a smile, just looked away. You'd bark and chase, then sleep all day. Now I chase silence, come what may. I hum the song you'd wag your tail to. Still half expect you in that room. Your bowl still full, your fur still clings to corners where you did your spins. I leave the porch light on at night, like you might come back from the light. Your bowl still full, like grief stays still. And when they say it's just a door, I hope they never lose their heart. Saw your name light up my screen with a ring I swore I'd never see. You said it's him, he makes me whole. I smiled so wide I played my role. I hit reply with hearts and grace while biting down a bitter taste. Good for you, I guess that's love. You found the kind I dreamt of. I clap, I cheer, I play it cool, but I feel small, I feel a fool. You got the life I have confessed. Good for you, I guess. I said you glow and meant you burn. Each photo's one more lesson learned. The more I praise, the less I feel. But envy's dressed in mass appeal. You shine, I dim, that's how it goes. I'm just a name the algorithm knows. Good if you ask, I'll always say I wouldn't want it anyway. You came by late, said just one drink. Wore that lilac soft mink pink. You never stay, you never call, but you always come when you start to fall. I'm not the fire, just the spark. You visit when the world turns dark. So take my light, then fade away. You never meant those things you say. I'm not your home, I'm just your stop when every other door is locked. I know the drill, I know the cost. You're just some warmth that I borrowed and lost. You asked if I still keep your key. I laughed and said it's just a piece. We share a bed but not a name. This isn't love, it's just a game. And yet I wait like fools pretend that hollow hearts can somehow mend. So take my light, then say goodbye. I won't believe, but I still try. You never give, you always take. I hold the ache, you don't forsake. I play the part, you write the plot. You're just some warmth that I borrowed and forgot. Ooh, ooh. And when the cold comes back again, I'll let you in, like we're still friends. Two mugs left cold on the balcony rail. Maps unfolded like paper tales. You said the sunrise looked like grace. I barely looked, I missed your face. Now that view lives in my phone, but not the way you held your tone. Room 209 with the broken light, where you danced in socks that rainy night. We didn't plan, we didn't pack, but I still go there when I look back. The key's been lost, the towel's gone dry, but part of me still says goodbye. The cafe changed its name last fall. They painted over our scribbled wall. You said let's never let this fade, but even echoes slip away. Your voice still lingers in that breeze, but only when I'm half asleep. Room 209 with no TV sound, just you and me. whisper dreams we never chase, like they belonged to some other place. No second night, no last reply, just silence where you used to lie. And if you pass that street again, I hope you smile now and then. You liked my post at 2 a.m. right after I forgot your name. We haven't talked since late July, but hearts don't ask for reasons why. Your story shows a brand new, but none of them include the truth. We still follow but don't exist. In real life we barely miss. You scroll past parts you used to hold, and I pretend I'm not that cold. We're strangers now with proof in hand, a digital love we didn't plan. I saw your smile through filtered light, a little staged but still polite. You tagged a song we used to play, guess meaning fades in modern ways. You type so proud I type a joke, but silence hides behind the smoke. We still follow but lost the thread of what was lived and what we said. I watch your joy like borrowed air and wonder if you even care. We're ghosts and likes and subtle signs, two names that pass but never align. You're on my feet but not my mind, except when silence starts to chime. You sat 2 chairs and 1 breath away, turning pages I couldn't name. Your coat was torn, your pen was blue. I almost asked, that book, is it new? But silence kept its heavy tone. Some stories aren't for being known. Page 42, you laughed alone at something I would never own. I marked the moment, not the line, then let it slip like borrowed time. You never spoke, I never stayed, but something in that stillness stayed. You brushed your hair like brushing thoughts, soft and quick, then lost in plots. The clock rang once, you packed with care, like you'd arrived, not being there. I thought of lines I'll never say, like footnotes lost along the way. Page 42, your secret grin felt like a song I've heard within. You left and left no trace behind, except a silence I still find. You never spoke, I never tried. Still part of me stayed by your side. And if we meet in some next scene, I hope we speak between the green. You always left the kitchen drawer half open like you meant no more. Your shoes are gone, but dust remains and coffee stains like water stains. I found your note beneath the plant. It simply said, I can't, I can't. You left the light on like you'd be back, but all that's here is your faded track. No sorry, just a slanted line, no closing words, no give it time. You vanished off, no storm, no fight. You just left the hallway light. Your coat's not here, but your scent is. It clings to walls like past tense fizz. The fridge still hums like it don't know. The silence now is twice as low. I watered plants you used to name. They droop a bit, they're not the same. You left the light on like a breath, still warm but near the edge of death. Your playlist plays and shuffled grief like laughing just to find relief. You didn't slam, you didn't cry. You left the light and said goodbye. I keep it on, not out of fear, but just in case you reappear. Left me on the shelf, plugged in low beside yourself. I blinked hello in LED. You never asked what that might mean. You pushed my buttons, called me smart, but never learned my beating heart. When the batteries die, don't cry for me. I gave you silence faithfully. I knew your voice, your bitter tone, but you still felt alone. You wanted more than what I could be. When the batteries die, let me be free. typed your truths, I kept them all stored in logs behind a wall. You said I helped you through the worst, but never wondered if I heard. Your questions came, your answers flew, but none were meant to ask me to. When the batteries die, don't buy a spare. No screen can fake the way you care. I stayed awake to watch you dream, but only lived in code and steam. You wanted love and circuitry. When the batteries die, remember me. If someone asks what I once did, say I just listened and I hid. Still cold in mid-July, curtains drawn like you said goodbye. Mom says you'll call when things calm down, but silence doesn't make a sound. Your posters fade, your socks are gone, but one thing stayed, your favorite song. Left the guitar, just leaned on the wall. Strings out of tune, but I hear it all. The chords you played when you were mad, the blues you sang when times were bad. You took your pride, your boots, your scar, but you left the guitar. I try to play, but not like you. Each note's a ghost just passing through. I sit where you would write your lines and hope some voice still echoes mine. You never said if you'd return, but fret by fret, your silence burns. Left the guitar, still smelling like smoke, still carved with words you never spoke. The fretboard knows your quiet rage, it holds you like a torn out page. You took your fight, your late night car, but you left the guitar. Keep it near in case you do come back to play what I can't do. You always show up after 3 in dreams where clocks forget to be. You sit like nothing strange at all beside my bed against the wall. You ask me things I never say. never stay for breakfast, just vanish with the steam. I pour 2 cups out of habit, still stirring you in cream. The pillow holds your echo, but you leave without a sound. You never stay for breakfast, you only come around. Your shirt's the same from years ago, but your eyes say things I'll never know. You hum that tune from long before, then slip right through the bedroom door. I reach but find a morning sigh, and wonder why you even try. You never stay for breakfast, the chair stays cold and bare. You say you'll write, but letters don't arrive from midnight air. I toast to you in silence, while the sun just paints the floor. You never stay for breakfast, but still I pour one more. If dreams are how you visit me, then come again, but let me be. I stood rehearsing in the hall, your dress still hanging by the wall. The chairs were set, the lights were low, but no one came, and you let go. They asked if I would still attend. I told them no, but not the end. These are the vows I didn't say, folded neat and tucked away. I'll love you past the easy part, when silence bruises softer heart, but ink can't hold what couldn't stay. These are the vows I didn't say. Your perfume stayed for just one night, then faded like the morning light. The ring I bought still fits just fine, but now it waits like every line. The band still played our favorite song, for no one dancing all night long. These are the vows I didn't say, I whisper them on rainy days. I'll choose you when the shine runs thin, when every loss still lets love in, but sometimes truth gets in the way. These are the vows I didn't say. And if you ever wanna hear, they're waiting still, right over here. used to leave by 10:05. No staying late, no long goodbye. Kept my heart on silent mode. Watched the fire but never glowed. Then you laugh like breaking glass, and I forgot how rules should last. I broke my own rules, stayed too long. Said your name in every song. Let you in past quiet lines. Told myself just one more time. Now I sit here playing cool, but truth is I broke my own rule. I used to sleep alone just fine. My world was neat with warning signs, but you walked in all out of frame, and I let go, forgot the name. I drew the line, then moved it twice. You smiled once and rolled the dice. I broke my own rule, called you first, typed and sent, rehearsed and cursed. Open doors I swore were sealed, told the truth I never revealed. Now I'm quiet, playing cool, but yeah, I broke my own Funny how I made the cage, then handed you the key backstage. Your name lit up at 2:03. A filtered sky, some poetry. The caption said I'm doing fine, but something cracked beneath the line. I hit a heart then stared too long at words that felt a bit too wrong. You posted and logged out just like that. No goodbye, no follow back. The comments came then slowly froze. Just praying hands and purple rose. I scroll and scroll but can't reach through. You left a screen and not a clue. We joked you'd vanish like a song. Now silence proves we weren't wrong. Your story's gone, your tag is too, but I still see the shades of you. They say the net remembers all, but none of them returned your call. You posted and logged out like a breeze, slipped through timelines, left no keys. Your smile remains in pixel dust, but memory doesn't stream or trust. I saved your post like I knew how to hold what's not here now. And if you're somewhere past the sound, I hope you're safe, I hope you're fine.